Drama, romance, and drinking. Hi, I'm Citrus, and welcome to my slice of the internet. These are things that almost, not everybody, but almost all people love to see on screen, whether it be movies or, like today's case, reality TV shows where a bunch of strangers are on an island together for a few weeks. Love Island originates in Australia, but it has taken its toll on the rest of the world, and it is a show where a bunch of hot, single 20-something-year-olds come together on an island to competitively find their perfect match. In modern media, Love Island has sort of become an it girl for the TV scene. Everyone's watching it, everyone's consuming it, and if you say you don't, you're either a liar, you live under a rock, or you just really value your peace and sanity. As you can tell, I am the latter option. I am not a big fan of Love Island. I prefer cartoons, I love anime, I love manga, I love comic books. So reality TV show never really struck a chord with me. So you might be wondering, well, Citrus, if you're not a fan of this show and you don't watch it, then why are you making an almost 20-minute long video about it? Because everyone else is doing it. Everyone else is doing it, and I want clout, so I'm also going to do it. And also, more importantly, a controversy that stems from this media has arisen, and I would like to talk about it because I have a personal bone to pick. The premise of the show is pretty elementary. Everyone has to choose a partner and go through a bunch of challenges. If you're loyal, you stay together and you can avoid getting kicked off the island. But if you're disloyal, or if your partner happens to fall for somebody else, you're in risk of getting kicked off the island because you are single. These challenges usually range in some type of intimate setting, like blindfolded kissing challenges or drinking games. But I'm pretty sure they're not exclusive to just that. I don't know. This makes the show pretty easy to follow and still entertaining for the viewers, and as we've recently discovered, it's also pretty palatable for generative AI data centers. And from this concoction, we have a plethora of food-themed Love Island ripoffs, most famously, Fruit Love Island, that reportedly is the fastest growing TikTok account of all time, topping off Charli D'Amelio, queen of TikTok herself, and gaining millions of followers in the short time that it's been on this platform. As you can imagine from the title, Fruit Love Island is pretty much just Love Island, but with a little fruit punch flavoring dust thrown over the cast. Now I ask you, dear viewer, do you notice anything particularly orange about me? Do you see the fruit slices that come from my head and the leaves attached to my skull? I am an orange. It's pretty terrifying to see this AI-generated slop imposter of me parading around pretending to be the orange guy. You're not the orange guy. I am the orange guy, okay? I alone am the clementine connoisseur, the tangerine taker. You're not gonna top me, buddy. I was desperate to find a way to prove that I was the original orange guy, okay? I know for a fact no one else had a fruit sona. And it just so happens to be that I'm obsessed with oranges. It's my favorite color, my favorite scent, my favorite everything. I love oranges. I love everything about oranges. So when I saw that there was another orange circling around and getting more views than me, I was pissed off. But when I stopped to take a closer look at it, I realized that's ugly. Do not call me twin if you're ugly. So I don't really have any reason to compete with this orange slop, but I wanted to put it out there. If you see a bitch with a bad bob, that is not me. Turn the other way. Fruit feuds aside, this brought back a theory that I had already been working on, in that the existence of AI alone is creating a space where people are already accepting of mediocre media. Everyone is okay with shows if it sucks, if it just has a few buzzwords or some type of entertaining element to it. I've had this thought process for a while when I started to notice that the quality of movies was going down, but people's opinions were staying basically the same. The characters are surface level, the plot lines are half-baked at best. All that really seems to matter is saying a few buzzwords and maybe making a good song, and then even that much is a maybe with some shows that I'm not gonna name right now. And this is not about Sinners. If I hear anybody comment Sinners, I'm gonna kill you with my eyeballs. This is the main reason that I stopped interacting with media that was trending. I only interacted with media that I found naturally, things that came across my timeline or my For You page that didn't seem to have a certain time limit on it. This is why I have a tendency of getting into fandoms that are already dead. I will wait for movies and shows that have already ended, things that aren't trending anymore, and I will watch them myself to see if it was really worth the hype. even if that's to my own detriment, because I can't find anyone to talk about it with at that point. But I'd rather interact with that than chase after the constantly speeding up trend of movies and cartoons and that everybody's watching and everybody loves it for a week and then they get tired of it and it's the next new thing. Everything I have to say about Fruit Love Island is something you've probably already heard before. I can't believe people are generally using so much fresh water to create things like this. And even if it was high quality, which is something I never see people talk about, even if Fruit Love Island was high quality and you couldn't see that they can't even keep the design straight, it would still not be worth it. There is nothing that should be worth the expense of our planet. Despite having absolutely zero positive impact on this planet and the people that live here, Fruit Love Island has a dedicated fan base that has been reportedly waiting diligently for every single episode, like those plankton clones from SpongeBob with the little buckets on their head.
All hail Plankton!
What's going on here?
All hail Plankton!
Seize him, slaves!
All hail Plankton!
Get out of here!
All hail Plankton!
And these people are aware that AI isn't very good. They make comments regularly on how they can't tell the characters apart or on how some things are glitching. But they still watch it. They still clap along and laugh at the corny jokes and get emotionally invested in these AI-generated fruits, while we are currently watching the real fruit and plants around us perish because of the toxic fumes being emitted by the data centers used to create these 30-second clips. Hey, has anyone told these guys about bread and circuses? We are so genuinely cooked. And I wish I could just say that it isn't to my taste. I know that there are some things that people like that just aren't for me. I understand that not everything is going to tickle my fancy. But as someone who goes out of their way to find slop and watch it in my free time, and I actually gaslight myself into believing that it's deep and important, there is nothing to gain from Fruit Love Island. Anything that made Love Island appealing, it's already destroyed when you put in the fact that everything is being typed into a computer. None of these iconic moments are truly iconic. They don't reflect anything about their character because there is no character. These are pixels on a screen saying what they've been told to say. These are comebacks generated by someone who knows what people would think is cool. This is the equivalent of someone saying whatever they think you want to hear so that they can get the right response out of you. That's all it is. This is just dialogue being fed to an audience with some lackluster animation on the screen, and it's not nurturing your brain at all. It's not compelling you to think about anything. Even if you want to bargain that Love Island itself doesn't make you think about anything, that's not completely true. It takes a certain level of social awareness and maybe personal experience for you to know that no, it isn't okay to talk romantically with a guy that your friend likes, and no, it's not okay to kiss your friend's boyfriend, and no, it's not okay to betray your partner for some other girl just to see if you might have something. And it also takes some level of social awareness and some level of experience to know that this is also a game to win. And in order to win this game, you have to sacrifice some of these values. You need to have values in the first place to understand why Love Island is engaging in the first place. Fruit Love Island doesn't give you any of that. It gives you these characters' flaws from the beginning. Everything that could happen, it's pretty much laid out for you. You don't need to understand anything about anything. Characters that are meant to be disliked, they will say things that are generally annoying. Characters that you're supposed to like, they will be the nicest, kindest, sweetest, do no wrong fruit on the island. There's no in between. Characters that you're supposed to think are sassy, they'll say sassy things even when there's no need for it. And to be honest, everyone is saying sassy things because that's the type of pessimistic energy everyone is having in 2026. So again, there's nothing that you need to know to watch Fruit Love Island. All you need to know is what kind of fruits there are in the world, at most. And that's being generous. So to sum up Fruit Love Island, we are actively losing millions of gallons of water every day to generate these almost caricature-like cartoons of what is media we're supposed to consume. It doesn't make you any smarter. It shouldn't really entertain you because it's not really doing anything that engages your brain. It's taking away attention from real creators and real accounts who have real things that they want to share, and they're not going to get any attention because everyone's For You page are flooded with Fruit Love Island and its mindless drones who are going on and on about how they can't wait to see if the mango and the grape are going to get together to make a fruit smoothie. let's not forget that before AI, we were already struggling to provide enough fresh water for the people on the planet. So adding on another thing like this that is taking up egregious amounts of resources is insane. People are going to die. There are already people whose water is giving out mysterious chunks of mystery meat and it's brown. What are you gonna do when that happens to you? I really have to urge you to think about this. What are you going to do when it happens to you? It's not an if, it is a when. We have a timer and we were already low on water, so even if AI were to magically disappear now, there's no guarantee that that timer is gonna go away. So what are you going to do when it affects you? Because asking people to think about other people clearly isn't working anymore. What are you going to do when you don't have water? When your lips are cracked and bleeding because you can't hydrate? When no one wants to be around you because you smell like the Krusty Krab on a hot summer afternoon on the 23rd of July? Are you gonna turn to other people for help? I don't know. I'm just really tired of the same 5 problems cropping up over and over again. Everyone's using AI, everyone's racist, everyone's homophobic, everyone's transphobic. This guy hates that guy, that girl hates this guy. Everything's going on all at once, and I'm just so tired. That's all I really gotta say for now, so just watch the rest of the speed paint, I guess, whatever's left.
Hey, I'm editing right now and I low-key just realized there's only about 13 minutes or so worth of audio, or I think like more like 10 minutes, so I'm gonna just try and talk about anything to fill the time. But recently my mom has gone to the hospital and I lost my job, so I'm low-key an unemployed bum right now. So I think I'm gonna open commissions on Twitter or something like that. I'm not really sure, but I know I gotta start making some fat stacks soon because like I got bills to pay, and also I have to buy Kirishima merch because who's gonna stop me? I'm a Yume shipper. What are you gonna do about it? You gonna fight me? Are you gonna kill me? I didn't think so. But yeah, I have to buy more junk and stuff, so I have to get a job or draw for a job. So I'm really hoping one of my videos do well or something, because that would be really freaking awesome. Going off of that also, I realized like anyone seeing my videos, there's a pretty good chance that they haven't seen me beforehand. So I would like to say I have been on the internet for a very long time. I think I started posting videos back in like, I want to say 2020 or 2021. Maybe even longer than that. But as far as art videos go, it's definitely been like 2021, I would say. And I think like the account that had the most followers was the account that I low-key abandoned to start my new one, because I had that account for like 4 years and it was barely at like 2,000 followers. So I was like, all right, clearly this, like, if I have to take multiple years to even reach 1,000, like I can't do this. So I started over. I did a complete rebrand. I got a new Sona. Everything. I just started all over from scratch, and it's going pretty well. I've had it for a few months and I have like 900 or so followers on TikTok already, so that's a good sign. And again, like, creating art isn't exactly all about followers, but I really I want people to see my stuff so I can inspire them, you know? Like, I've always wanted to be inspirational to somebody. I don't know, it's kind of lame, whatever, but I do what I want to whenever I want to. Who's gonna lecture me? Nobody. But yeah, I've been on the internet for a long time. I didn't just pop up just to rip on Fruit Love Island. I would love it if that was my origin story. Like, if I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel just to make fun of AI people. But no, I've been on the internet for a really long time. I've always dreamed of being an art YouTuber of some kind. I wanted to be an animator at one point, but animation just really isn't for me. But yeah, I've always wanted to be like we used to call them back in my day, we used to call them story time YouTubers, but I guess nowadays they're called like art ranters or whatever. You know, back in the good old days, back in my prime. But yeah, I've always wanted to do that. So it's really cool that I'm doing it now. It sucks to be making the videos. Like, oh my goodness, I have to talk to myself for like 20 minutes a day. And I don't even reach the 20-minute mark. I barely talk for 20 minutes straight to my friends. But talking to myself for 20 minutes straight, it's like, wow. But it's fun and whatever. It's cool. I like it. Super duper fun. Another thing, I have to listen back to these audios so I can censor all of my swearing, because I swear like a sailor, dude. Like, I didn't realize how bad my swearing was. I mean, when I was in school, like not like in like grade school or anything, but when I was in like high school, specifically like senior year, people were telling me, they're like, wow, like you swear a lot. And I guess it's true, because I have to like stop every 5 minutes. Like, I have to stop my recordings to clip out like 5 cuss words. I'm like, oh my lord. It's so crazy. And also, my accent is thick as heck. I caught myself that time. My accent is thick as heck on the recordings. Can anyone guess where my accent is from? Where are y'all from? Comment down below what type of accent you got. Are you southern, western, northern? Like, what type of accent y'all got? And what type of accent do you think I got? So that'd be fun. That'd be a fun little activity. I'll give you a hint. I'm from the same place Batman is from, but also I'm not. That might be even less of a hint. So okay, and that's the end of the speed paint. As for the drawing, I'm aware that it looks low-key like a Red Pill Andrew Tate video. Please forgive me for that. I don't know why I went in that direction. I just really wanted the haterisms I felt about this show to come through, and it ended up looking like that. But yeah, that's the end of the video, and thank you for watching. I'm Citrixon, and Orange, glad you stopped by.